Hello everyone, in this video we're going to explore the most difficult FRQ that most students miss on the 2026 AP Calculus BC exam. That is the FRQ number 6. One of the central ideas students struggle with was recognizing when a Taylor or Maclaurin expansion could be manipulated correctly. Alright, so we know that 1 over 1 minus s is going to be the sum of the series s to the n when n starts from 0 to infinity. And in order for this series to be convergent, absolute value of s must be less than 1. Right? This is a geometric series. Question: set the Maclaurin series for a function g is given by this guy and converges to g of s for absolute value of s less than 5. Question A. For s greater than 0, the Maclaurin series for g is an alternating geometric series. Find g of 3. Alright, you know that the given Maclaurin series is a geometric series of the form. In this situation, a equals 2, right? And the common ratio is negative s over 5, right? Now, g of 3, which means s equals 3, right? So, we have r equals negative 3 over 5, right? Now, we're going to take absolute value of r, which is absolute value of this guy, always less than 1, right? So, the series converges to the first term divided by 1 minus common ratio, which is 2 divided by 1 minus negative 3 over 5, right? And if you simplify this one, it's actually 5 over 4, right? Now, question B. The function f is defined by f of s equals g prime of s. Write the first four non-zero terms of the Maclaurin series for the function f, right? So, f of s equals g prime of s, right? G of s is right here, right? So we just take derivative of this one, right? Derivative of 2 equals 0. Derivative of this one is going to be negative 2 over 5. Derivative of this one, bring 2 to the front, is going to be plus 4 over 25 s, right? And bring 3 to the front, is going to be negative 6 over 125 s squared. And the last one, bring 4 to the front, is going to be plus 8 over 625 s cubed, right? So this guy right here are the first four non-zero terms. Now let's move on to question C. The second degree Taylor polynomial for the function f about s equals 0 is used to approximate f of 5 over 2 s negative 3 over 10. Where f is a function defined in part B, justify that absolute value of f of 5 over 2 minus negative 3 over 10 less than or equal to 1 over 5. Alright, so to justify the error bound for f of 5 over 2, we're going to use the alternating series remainder theorem, right? For s equals 5 over 2, the series for the function f is alternating, and the terms decrease in absolute value toward 0. Absolute value of f of s minus p2 of s is less than or equals the absolute value of the first omitted terms, which is the third degree term, right? Now the third degree terms is right here, right? So it's going to be absolute value of 8 over 625 s cubed, but s equals 5 over 2, so it could be 5 over 2 cubed, right? Now we're going to simplify this one. It's actually less than or equal to 8 divided by 25 times 125 over 8, right? And if you simplify, it's actually 1 over 5. And this guy has been verified. You have absolute value of f of 5 over 2 minus negative 3 over 10, right? Less than or equal to 1 over 5, right? Now question D. The function h is divided by h of s equals 25 g of s minus 2 times e raised to the s. Question I. Write the first three non-zero terms of the Maclaurin series for the function es. Alright, so basically you just memorize the formula, right? It's very simple. So you have e to the s is approximately 1 plus s squared over 2 factorial plus s cubed over 3 factorial plus etc. Right? So we only need the first three non-zero terms, right? So the first three non-zero terms are 1 plus s squared over 2 factorial, right? Now question 2i. Write the first three non-zero terms of the Maclaurin series for the function h. So h of s equals 25 times g of s, but g of s is right here, right? And remember, you don't need to write the whole thing, right? We only need the first three non-zero terms, right? So 25 times 2 minus 2 over 5 s plus 2 over 25 s squared minus etc. Right? Subtract 2 times e to the s and e to the s right here, and we only need the first three non-zero terms, right? 1 plus s squared over 2 factorial, which is 2, right? Plus etc. Now we're going to distribute this one. 25 times 2, it could be 50. Subtract 10s plus 2s squared. Subtract 2 times 1, it could be 2. 2 times s could be 2s. 2 times this one, it could be s squared, right? Now we're going to simplify this one. So it could be 50, subtract 2, it could be 48. Negative 10s, subtract 2s could be negative 12s. 2s squared, subtract s squared, it could be plus s squared, right? This one is the final answer. And it's your time to stop. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that if you failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us high.